Hey guys, it's prediction time, and it's time for week 2 of the Premier League predictions for this up and coming weekend, including Monday Night Football. So, start off with Saturday, the midday kickoff, Cardiff versus Newcastle. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, I think, with Cardiff having home advantage and Newcastle not the strongest team or the most confident at the moment. I believe that Cardiff can pinch a point, so I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. And now for the 3 o'clocks, we've got Everton at home to Southampton. We're going to go for a 2-0 victory to Everton. And then we've got Leicester versus Wolves. I'm going to go for a 1-0 victory to Leicester. That could easily be the other way around, but I just think, again, with Leicester at home advantage, I think they'll just edge out Wolves. Spurs versus Fulham. We're going to go for a 3-0 victory for Spurs. And then West Ham versus Bournemouth, we're going to go for a 2-1 victory to West Ham. And then the later kickoff, Chelsea, big game against Arsenal. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a good first 2 games for Arsenal. I believe Chelsea will win this by 2-1. And now for Sunday, we have, first off, Burnley versus Watford. I'm going to go for a tight game, but I'm going to go for a 1-0 victory for Burnley. Followed by Manchester City versus Huddersfield. I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory for Manchester City, of course. And then the bigger game, Brighton Hove Albion versus Manchester United. Probably going with my heart slightly. I think most people would happily say United are going to completely destroy Brighton and it's going to be an easy victory for them. But I do believe that Brighton can get a point at least. I mean, obviously, I want us to win the game. Don't get me wrong. But realistically, especially how we played against Watford the other day, I would happily take a point. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. But, I'll be watching it on the TV and come on, hopefully we can pinch 3 points off United. But it's going to be a massive ask because, United, as we all know, are full of quality and should never be underestimated. And then we got Monday Night Football. We've got Crystal Palace against Liverpool. We're going to go for a 2-1 victory to Liverpool. Obviously, I think Liverpool are the much stronger team out of the two, stating the obvious. And so I just think Liverpool will come out 2-1 victors. But you never know, I could be wrong, could easily be wrong. And now for my accumulator. We're going to go for a 7-fold accumulator this weekend. Obviously, I'm doing 2, but I'm going to give you the details for one of them. So this weekend, we're going for Everton. They're at home to Southampton. And then we've got Spurs against Fulham, going for Spurs. Then we've got, in the Championship, we've got Leeds. They're at home to Rotherham. And then we've got West Brom, they're at home to QPR. And then in League 1, we've got Barnsley at home, they're at home against AFC Wimbledon. Portsmouth are at home against Oxford United. And then in League 2, we've got Exeter at home against Newport County. The odds of that are 35.2 to 1. I've stuck a £3 bet on that. So if it comes in, please. It'll be £108.60. So fingers crossed, you never know. So that's my predictions for the weekend's Premier League and my accumulator for this weekend. So fingers crossed, and hopefully your accumulators will come in. It'd be nice to see if you see this video and you're putting on some bets. Let us know what you're going with, who's on your accumulator. If you've got predictions, let me know what your predictions are. It'd be good to hear what they are. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you hear, and I want to see how I get on in the next video on Tuesday. So, that'll do for now. Cheers!